we're General Secretary of the GCPP. Of Akwesi Addo would decay at Nase Anope. Mame Emma wom watching. When you are my dear, with him say what Nasi. Cancel matching. Now, member of Akwesi Addo would decay.
Yeah, we have do so.
Over now, Pomwe.
We are not. Me wo asem keto abi di twa to
Azembe ya
said when you see a brain eye pa na wonum mon crofo bi so bo hanya say ya wo mu ye dedefa contract bi hu sa na contract no company ni pen for fast e be hu mu wo be hu mu ana fa asem na die off
na wo shia me no ma yasa de ni bidade
me ba nyawo me kan ene sem to for cars akese no mani di akire and now we connive a condone with evil doers omo hanya to second Japan was if you dare me also information this will be there answer as a good citizen our president Eddie just as somebody dare you blackmailing sad in the office me tenase na me kasa I get my first right. It will be bold, dear me, be boarding.
Yeah.
It will bread from Bodini, a chair. Sabi, a crass and quiet channel.
I want nature and action. I remember nature. Good morning.
Good morning, Speaker.
Now, important to say,
Nyamia Dom, your one quantity, Ronnie Bessier, we cannot complain at all.
Okay. Party Muboko, dear.
Party Muboko. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ogune reset agenda na so ye hwese oman no bibia beko yie sebe Ghana as oman de we are faced with so many challenges enti aban bia na hwese obey na afamu de na ma the part of progress hwe na koso sa enti make say party mboko na oman no so sebe bibia ekoyie.
Very well. Council marching.
Mr. Speaker, Mijodo, na na minchia o production team na ashofa or share na one ma woti na opino dike na my brother Nichenso minchia na ne pay. You see, I already know your passion that you have for this state of ours. I think the Onintina, I always want to be associated with you because you care about Ghana and it shade or man obutu for the tampefra. Na moya ya wende
Onua FM
o mani obi biara opede oku itia yemo nkoye no you end up becoming a victim. Sisi anobri ya de boneka o na wo huru.
You become an enemy to many.
And wo fro ukra na worka anhwe ye ya inya no yiwu na wa be yin pobon. But one of the things I realize is that when you say the truth, you always become vindicated.
Okay.
Into no and permission Ukraine. The never give up. I mean, sometimes it's tough, it's challenging. I mean, you faced issues because you stood your grounds. And once you face those ones before, no, or end up boom because it won't be that. Say it won't be that. No, quite all you want to but it won't be that. Until when these things happen, at the end of the day, people would know that you are a principled person. Now, when they need a person of substance and of integrity, everybody will agree that let's go for this particular person because we've seen him over time and his consistency. I mean, I've faced it so many times. What from NDC, what from MPP, every baby I would remember.
Now, because I have for now,
but GCPP, you know. But at the end of the day, when it comes to when they want something that is principled done, everybody wants me to be involved. So I would always say that say it as it is. At the end of the day, God will vindicate you when you're on the right side.
Very well. But I was saying that your chance here, the free galamsey issues here, so the Akoso was Hwidem last weekend. Over the why you serious? I'm so cast as him win.
of Iowa.
I was asking first, over me must do, Mamintio, I was the emissions in the home. But here can say I don't pay CID. I invited Ebenezer Kwaku and Collins Dowda said they should come and answer some questions about the CE interrupting with official duties of NAIMOS and the Keka Kahunina. Mamintio, is that the way to go, Anna?
You mean Midasi Beam, Mr. Sochia,
Onua FM 95.1.
When I'm saying that it to me free, I come as a backra.
Oh, yes, make a
Yes. Adibia, I am very, very passionate about it. Abraham Penyuko that I could afford the surface mining license, man. I spoke against it vehemently. Our Shanty region. Sabre then depending on asking me the Paboni said, yeah, CPP. We don't have technology to do surface mining. Hey, Umumwa have for ISO muye large scale. Umum say you could tell us small scale. The bottom line is Obakono Assassina Uma Sereno, Yadia Bibia Enye, and Rabbi Miko, Dian Quanta Meba, Tetreo, company Bishi, Uramua, yes, or large scale mining, Chromophone soon.
Onua FM 95.1.
But the impending phone. Women's agricultural land, no. Yet telling ye, near Cassia, ye, all year round agriculture. You been yes, come more than say, yes, send the Egalam Siska, because they want money quickly to go. Only vision for the country. Obia wo vision, Biano, wo Becca was as yes to face money. I did not come command time. Yes, Susano. Na yasisa iskakwa ko nso to wia ne peke et kwame command na they knew say gold no be was asase so but they went for underground mining sabe ya soro de ye bedi de ya de so and baby abedro and ekodum pampa so bi me krom hene
Onua
the friend sense so kofo one first Kena Ashanti region o ma ye sie na nimu no so ne ani de nchafo kokon konfano che say I just want him pon ba kon e de ne nkwatwa so no ani bi e ko na chi e no se me etutu am na de ni ginam e kata so be duru ne neck e soa no pompon so kopim so wuye asa de etime di edifiti de nchira na sam pedifo we do mo kra to akon agye asase na ye ne ye ba ye yes, a cheap way of cutting corners to get money.
They may make iska.
It's the sense as regardless of the basic watching.
Onua FM 95.1.
I didn't hear the one who's when you go upon my SMS. When you go upon a boy, say, Sir, if you ask our born, you may fed me so. Nay, yes, young for the subai. And in so and transasi so. Now the Onua Yakupon or Yekodria one to us on Yemfa technology and twasso. It will be to me a mobile phone. And then Yakupon your mobile phone. But baby, you could do no with Jamayan. Na nature I give you a Yamian pa. If you fight nature, nature will fight you. The fight started say by a swap.
The magazine Yamini and in
any year. You be crème show no you be so good so say na e so ya send over 700 rivers and streams I say no my brother
95.1
fisher na ye free send so no ma na reduce the import of our fish bill no say sky the crayfish e kosoro e do ko to gold e kwaji gold scanner sa crayfish nyansa be na what dey no a time is coming here. You go to gold now, your mama say gold board photo and my export and at the end, we will end up using that money to import food.
Because what's that sitting in our say?
What's that sitting in our say? Immediate. I am against surface mining of any form, being it small scale, large scale, galamsey. Say if I have my way to become the president today. Surface mining is prohibited. Companies are when you go to deep, rock no deep. No more say the investment to me come and stand on my quarter side. Omani nyeho. It's just that omupe cutting corner way of taking the good.
But Odike, all this while, no, as a country, no, you're deliberate about such policies. And for instance, companies are Ghanaian owned companies or more person will go into mining. The question is that a DNA policies are so attractive, or be better me at taking advantage of it to even think say me deep and now me core underground. Mining now and the betting me abuame, which is sustainable because the more deeper you go, the more gold you get. Yeah. But a mining policies are airboa companies are when we are willing to do that.
That is why we
the private individual no obedenya the required investment there.
So if we don't have the technology, the gold must wait. Especially surface mining.
I come the Nkrofo.
Maybe I come time I gold free surface no. Na nipa ya adwuma. Industries and you go to crowd or the call road about you. And the reason is being driven by technology. China no more dear ready can and you go to support home economy. I have technology and I do moko. So you have to him dear. Yenya sabi Jimino. We are destroying the country. And then I mean you could fear my boy say some chiefs are accomplice. We don't can wash until you say, Nanano, it is Sasina, Mebo, and Sasina more Sano. Sasana, no for a minute now, as a Soko for them, Edward McCart to war, a Jens Asano, so much Sana come over to Biamudi and also. Yara Mama, Adia and Menin, declare state of emergency. NAIMOS, Usha, you could see what Hwidem. According to a soldier form, almost in one operation may be become.
Yeah.
Thank you. It is telling you, say, NAIMOS what baby, never before so you got say, you know. Yeah, they are limited. But state of emergency will be a jai.
Okay.
I found a near bad drawing table, so I said, no. People are complaining. Let's come to the drawing table. Now you share a compare the befaso.
I bet we are in the year.
Look. Me say,
now see for
10 minutes rule.
Oh, now 10 minutes.
Oh, set of emergency. Never a bed bow man with a dorsal. But your mama again say, ye jaya gold now was exporting in that 3 years. I come and I coffee, you know. Now, I'm at 20 men train. Look, Saka say state of emergency. All forms of surface mining will be any.
Okay.
Of a more legal licenses will be unfound licenses. Near Comachin Corre, Samo, wow, the licenses, they're not the licenses in here. Were you able to go by the specifications and the operational standard procedure? Yeah, the master for quiet men out there now. Secondly, we need to have technology with the same parts of land we know. It's just a best catch of 5 feet, you know. You bet me 1,000 feet. NASA so that said the Mawa would jump for Aqua. It be a 4 years, because now 1 acre free. About science, that's no better. Okay. Now, well, you want to have your, you want to eat your cake and have it. Your mama, state of emergency is the best way. Yes, what Hwidem no. Me can say the people will be will turn out to be terrorists. A better be wrong. Obi be si barrier say if you are ye tax and ye tuo ejina ha ye mo bia ntwam because ye tu galam say wa sabre no regular army current means stop mu ebi na so Democratic Republic of Congo ebi na si Angola ebi na si Sudan enu bi na ya start dua ni dua wa ha no na media me hu ade akirichiri nia ekoso no abeto bre bi na aban wutimi control Hwidem for we mo ye yesu saro soja ni kura twa na wudwane na me nwanwa say up to today Hwidem soja for no BCG ho. They have to go there because the video is there.
That's said the BSC. I mean, and only so.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, the Oka, the bed, and Omunko community Hong Kong day.
Woman back car. About prayer community now. Gangaria say woman back car. I don't know soldier for the pressure. We should go after them.
I said, you're police, you my military.
Ah, master. Now, come military, who could send military car. You come a Kobe. I could cancel Jenny back. Baobe Bunama. Miamu Sako Yabon. I saw that for the uncommon cocoa.
Okay.
Oh, I Captain Mahama. Yes, already.
Yes, Major Mahama.
A beer pepe de see we should take decisive action. Not say ringleaders are womu ba car na ho. Anya Hwidem fo nyina. Ave quality that should now up. Yes, the parliamentarians. Munyamira bia na mo hye magara. Mo ya galamsey parliamentarians we know. Galamsey ti na mo tuatua bribe e man crofo to abama nam mo aba mo ba no akɔhye ekyire. Now, sepa catching. 95.1. Say Hwidem na say am pass or kan he should be faced with a sponge from parliament.
May I say over?
They are sitting MPs. We must collaborate. Say, Galamsey nkoso no. We refuse them kure abortion and Galamsey mama a force mama mu ya abortion.
Contamination for say mama mu ya abortion.
Oh yes, Dr. Sampene. Or say Galamsey areas maro upon. You can say on bomb miscarriages. I don't know when they report all the reports are friends saying health sector no edia benina it is falling upon deaf ears our painful it's Ghana for now no you talk focus
over me that say what time that so maybe that
you talk focus we need an industrial action against this government because the mama the first time na Galamsey cost na we on peninsula me can say mo ko hye won tumi excavators that time no and o chen ne ko kan say o ko ka so o chen ne at your own back at the Galamsey ye ka we nyina wo but what about second term na say also ba ju din ama Ghana for their legacy a be indelible mark in our heart approach now dey any there my brother we need solution
better say ba me bra nature so na be tie nature ma me tie
speaker me da say na machia Onua FM etiefo nyina 95.1 make I say this is the first time me share me new opinion me papa Akwesi Addo dike and I'm happy say me share na anope
I'm grateful
I mean sure first of all make I say speaker a ban on Galamsey fight na a idea aban no a launch a strong fight against illegal mining ma yem puti issue no into perspective say aban no sebi enso so illegal mining so Galamsey no
and no by words and that's by action
by action speaker enuntina aban eba so yi yede nhyehyaya to akwam se na be ya Galamsey fight ebe stop it may acknowledge say the previous government also shall see be Operation Galam Stop and several operations about ya need support na fighting against illegal mining no enti ubesha NAIMOS ayeti na group ya de security for ni na e babako se na be ya will fight against this illegal mining menace no na no atwem yi Hwidem soldier for 9 anka they were nearly being lynched at Hwidem no I believe say a idea Broni be say we should condemn this in no certain terms in as much as at a point in time men case issue where there you may have your issues with security agencies soldier for a police for no there is no way you have the right to attack military men and policemen in uniform and this must be condemned. Secondly the TN say NAIMOS as a security agency no then no more year Hwidem ho they went there or made a stop purposely to stop illegal mining adia baako speaker me di hu yaw ye pa ne say apart from illegal miners now mo attack soldier for no me hu kroma for no about 600 that is the figure about bonten say they also helped in attacking the people who were coming to stop illegal mining. Speaker, the first question I ask myself is illegal mining are buying to Susano. Or yes, sir, because of the fact say essay or minor. Or minor essay, yes, you are essay no. Essay essay good sebi timemofone so. Inti amount for na are buying Eddie soldier for Abba Hose Momo ho buy no. Soldier for na banon so or more preventing illegality no. Why then do we attack the soldiers? The first issue is speaker I believe say yes NAIMOS will do their work ombehwe say illegal mining sebi enkoso now so we see enso ye their friend no community engagement bebre e kira amanfo ne say illegal mining no sebi ye na ekunye me nya panyin kan bi e ma sebi omo pon omo nya miscarriages enkwara ye wo omo ne nsa omo ne nan ni nyina kire se illegal mining ye no boni be say the heavy metals e consume no e affect ye enti say ye prevent illegal mining na amanfo kuma bi ye illegal mining na e affect the whole country adenti na e wo say yen a ye boy ho ban no yen so ye joining in the fight against nkrofo a almost stop illegal mining no asem we course no me pese ye san so bo ye si zongo chi bi wo Hwidem abaso yi pa e Alhaji Bashiru esan so hu se enyema e course na eni enyan se ye fa police car na military car na dey escort police for NAIMOS for na e be create more danger enti Onua de ne car by se soldier for no ntrem mfiri ho no ko you see minya senior man odike kan asem bi se galamse fight no e be stop na ahemfo omudi mutintiman ye pa speaker me ka de bia se obi ani ho no ma obefa ne excavator ne pickers ne chamfine se me ko manso akọ illegal mining abra manso hene enim ho hwe nobody can enter into forest onim ye pa tano nimre forest ahemfo nim ho hwe and the fact is that me ka de bia se e be stop illegal mining na ahemfo me ka say they play more than 50% role. Esan say yenim say the chiefs are custodians of the land in as much as the resources in the land is vested in the president. But sebe so be two from a good year. No hini because the year utu no untu ni ye ukra license mo dear but minimum for we are going to prevent you from mining because onya dey say fata mine yentumi nkoso enti de mesere say sebe ahemfo no ka ho bi pa na illegal mining ne koso no sabi yase say penny or text message ya for no.
But why would you say, I mean, what this boy Kwaku hene mo minerals commission this in crime and I'm centralize bibia wa ha or hene net ho mo the document abreno say I mean no concession no legitimate license to mine or hene no wanye den unstop you
speaker me partner dey me ba had him say to communicate for the party, but when I come and I take your console and throw it away, you won't sit down for me to do that.
I said yansuma se be yes.
Thank you very much. Enti license a okra no license e different types so e bi o ha a prospecting license o ko hwe se sebe gold wo ho gold ni ho enti ohini bia okromu afo hia no so obi ba na otu agudie okro so a you should be concerned about it. Ye di jawa near dia so. And what I'm saying is ahemfo no play major role in that. Speaker, secondly, make us say the youth also have a role to play. Aban ebete NAIMOS, aban ebete obe the Minerals Commission, obe the Gold Board and other agencies. But the fact is that say youth na who say kroni etimu no sebe enkrofo bi fi akra na aba. Omu tu gold no wo ensase so. Omu fa kwan paso ntu. Now youth ne ka say yema to gold na there is no way that kind of issue will happen there. Into the message say e was see nyina hu say ye boy ho ban e free illegal mining ho. But you can see ye boy ho ban there we must all get involved. Speaker last me can say say galamsey fight no I still maintain say we can win it with our hearts and our minds. Meaning Jin this say we can win the fight using guns. The fact of the matter is say utu Obana Sosa, Oya Adia Enya, Aban will come after you through the police, through the military. But the fact is that say among for na hunyansa sebianka say Adia e kosono, Aban si enyai. Sa Aban si enyai, then it was see and see ye at the stop illegal mining. No. Speaker, me take say early in the day yesterday, information about Bontenese, the MP for Asutifi North. The Honorable Ebenezer Kwaku Addo na ne ho bon sensem ni mu later in the day o issue press statement eka say ono nso play a role to ensure say issue no would not escalate and opeya matese CID are taking up the issue and I'm very happy, but the thing is that my nya say asem na ba ehruwa na asanjo because minim unsu nim say this illegal mining menace no say yentumi anche campaigns na ni eche mbofra na wo nye na illegal mining will still continue.
That's the way okay. The owner can say come out because on our party we are buying more.
Yes.
And when I want the authority, say mobile investigation.
Thank you.
Mobile investigation now kwakusi, and then investigation no ACR. You ought to let the Ghanaian people know the outcome of the investigation. And now they come out.
Yes, you see, Speaker, one thing I can tell you for a fact is the political will by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in fighting Galamsey is there. You see, sir, asemesi ni information, the earlier information. I believe, sir, agencies of state must investigate. The CID is doing just that. I was saying the pressure to CID for us to say, "Omoya investigation in VR." I was saying who they could see. As I say, "Yen to me say, ya tete say, MP ni humbo muntino yan kwacheno." Yes. Although you see, the issue, senior DK, the issue has been referred to the AG. Oh, beside me, may respond, senior DK. It has been referred to the AG. Thank you very much.
For the prosecution and advice.
No, for advice. I believe, sir, we must all put pressure on the system. That's what we are doing because assembly see.
AGO hosts a money pressure and no obey press conference. Onua is sorry about. He must be able to say obey update here.
Yes.
On the way, more issues.
And I believe, sir, at the appropriate time, the update will come.
Okay.
But the crux of the matter is the illegal mining menace, and says, Yedim Rashi and Sim. Near Cassa say, NAIMOS about the community. Now, more say illegal mining and Kosua who attack NAIMOS. Say, NSA, now the institution of state are fighting against Ade United and Yano, ye Maho Quine, Amanatuaso. Into the fact is that in Shimu Koso, now you're a man for no attack cars, or attack soldier for no, they should be dealt with.
Yes.
And yes, sir. The illegal mining men, this one when boarding other people say, Obiet me attack you or Hwidem, but means why you are Shanty region.
Okay. May I say, citizen,
Mr. Speaker.
Marvin Teo.
Ghana, high with him. And Mr. Speaker, says equal baby nerisi there. Na say one more permitter. Ibeshwe na wabo trust stop work. I want you to do. Obo foundation cry. Bua foundation as foundation na watu. One tools blog from foundation cry. What you stop with.
And the assemblies near.
So how come the assemblies are able to identify these ones and write stop work?
Excavator issue.
In an excavator, Sebi, what is the payload that do? Drives into a particular place, goes to do whatever. Was saying in a ovia was saying if you are yes, I mean, sometimes why do we do this to ourselves? I remember there was one MP or DC during the last regime who said there Galamsey on team put that the Galamsey cry kodo
one district
onto that. You see, I think the more we give justification about these things, it shows how our security is porous. Because if our security architecture is up and doing, we'll pick intelligence about almost everything that is going on. So we shouldn't be giving justifications and excuses. Because of our interest.
Because district be our dissect, right?
That's it.
Region be our resec.
Yes. We have just allowed it to go on, and everybody has interest. And ma asofo na sebi won po beka na enkofo eje na asofo na nkasa sumpo wo to Galamsey.
Some trofo bi.
Asofo ni some trofo to Galamsey.
Oh yes, MPs.
Mr. Speaker.
Now I don't know the quiet demonstration. Me no ne every for katechi.
Asofo.
We can na the mirror be there.
And I'm call around so no. Mo anu say himfo asofo any MPs na Galamsey. Wa me traffic so anka.
Asofo ye. I am for ye. MPs ye. whoever. I mean, it's like on your normal day. And Mr. Speaker, weekend I was in Bekwai. Asante Bekwai.
Okay.
And in the Amansia area. Now, me and Kubi launch Amansia Educational Fund. So I went to support him.
Amansia?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Speaker, me ba Sunday, na me pede me to Brazil na de. Na me do anam say, na Brazil am go to inside your bank of you. Inti man to. Na mu do asefo so na me bisa mo de na ma se bi nko se de na ma yi. Accra Brazil na what to hwan. Do I know where it comes from? So it doesn't matter whether it is there or here.
Yeah. Because I had the no dim baby.
Me baby of Yoruba. So we are not safe.
Not at all.
But either and it has gotten to the point that if we don't take care, these people will become terrorists in Ghana.
We must start to cry. Yes,
they are candidate.
You know, and one will be determine who becomes president.
And the crowd is okay
because they have the money.
And can the crowd okay? Was what area in media. President counting for troops tomorrow.
You understand? But if they are controlling the head of state, then you dare not come there.
Yeah.
You dare not come there. And we shouldn't make it look like we can't handle them.
We are helpless.
We are helpless. And that's how sometimes it's looking. And you see, I'm in there until we make sure that there are certain people who we don't make them as so influencers. Because yeah, I'm confident that we're influencers. Honor, you feel there's a wakasa and share lose power. I want to be on their good books. I want to be on their good side. Because some chiefs you are wakasa even may lose election and I may win election. So, and those people are the ones sometimes who support these campaigns. Because campaigns in they are smart. Even Erika he bought GJ with KGL, right? The same way every campaign who is doing something is sponsoring one thing or the other.
Yeah.
And for your instrument or quick go to or here be a project or we go see project.
They will come and push more money.
Exactly.
Safa kodia kunyano. Na ba also aboa.
So it looks like scratch my back, let me scratch your back system. Now you are built over the years, and people are just enriching themselves based on those things. I think it's a shame.
Okay,
it's a shame for all of us. I'm in there. We've gotten to a point. We need a conscious effort to have a better discussion and see how best we can go on with these things. Because I mean, NAIMOS is good. By NAIMOS election year on Yejuma.
And now crowd you see what Hwidem now. I just said they are limited.
Election year NAIMOS on to me Yejuma. In fact, Otumi Yejuma pa mebonsim. I'll be so proud of them. Because we saw some, and I'm the speaker. 2024.
Oh yes.
We catch one man Galam stop and our phone day.
Operation Galam stop.
We told them that they should leave all the mining areas. Even an MP decided who is head of rescue. Kekede Obia Bado or a part of the operation whatever now. One friend and about second because once Obia.
Na pose Galam said mumpo on a campaign platform.
You understand? All these things have been said, and I've always seen there. Every time there is an election year, all the things that we are doing to fight a particular thing, if you don't, you jay. Because in Kofu you create a Juma, and that same Juma na what the political campaigns. Merciful naming either Galam say na semino why you can't crow no see edu. Debia we talk about it and it's still
NDC MPP. More cash cow. Omi anu nyina na ka bom no mo ye. Enti say Ghana for pa yempam omi anu or yenye industrial strike e wo domama penso say one demand stop galamsey obi ankwa adwuma.
Okay.
Because promise kese pa do mama mai gina so ma eto abama no. And no abana onsa ne nam NAIMOS so a. Me NAIMOS no ne operation galam stock difference bi any. Because we are limited to one place. And ade bi are limited no. Wo srem operation no. Ne bi wa Ashanti region no musutu. Before so be ba Ashanti region, we must say kwaye bebrebe. Eti yewra mama NAIMOS omo yadwuma but enko ba bia.
Okay. But I say, Mame Run so na mintio. We just await Finance Minister Besako Parliament. Na the 2026 budget is underway. We are told, sir, on the 13th of this month, you be read the budget. But already, we are so confident, inflation no crano before end of year, as I said, but for more. Na etime boa matimem before ehun han wo mo. Mamintio expectations and then what will be the next line of action, because somewhere next year you better wrap it up with the IMF program.
Speaker Medase na makase the Ghana for expecting wo aban bia ho ne se aban ne be yen hyehyeye ma Ghana for ho atom. The economy will be very, very robust. Na sebe nimpa no ade a obeto no wetumi ato. We will a good living. Enti meka se ye can the Bretton Woods institutions IMF kan ho bia. Eye sikakra bia batan a ye de ye ho dom a se ye ho kire ya yetumi ekọ mo from hoba. Ye nyina enim se okọ IMF bia nso a ewo conditionalities. Onko embasa akwa. Enti we are expecting say the budget a eba so no ebe budget a mo ye ho atoyen.
Okay.
Na yetumi use our internal resources near the boy hobra. Speaker, because Oshe Sika Ghana as mine, ye lose through corruption. See to me, and to chrono. Now, ye say, young fakente and consuya. Ghana, we are able to use our own funds to be able to use it in benefiting our own people. Speaker, I may share, for example, the Public Accounts Committee. Committee at now, say, Sebe, ye share various infractions in government sectors are a daily purposely with the Auditor General report now. Mekade bia say yentumi anhwe ama manfo a sebi omedi Ghana sika omodi omonsa bo Ghana sika mu ya anjiske ne mfiri mu ho amba the eternal say we are creating a space for others to also become corrupt. Into what I'm expecting is the budget a eba so no ye behu a lot of massive infrastructure development projects. For example, the big push buying thereby say various infrastructure, most importantly acquiring them, because speaker onim means says the rural areas they produce a lot of food crops. The issue they say to me a free in crossing the abakro mu. Near sans we create a lot of storage facilities as some of the bar sebe enko say. Into acquiring them very, very important in the budget. Okay. The second one so Sebi Aquina, I bet say Nimpan so to move from one place to the other easily, because productivity also goes with the construction of roads. Speaker, one thing so I expect say the finance minister, the Honorable Keselato Force, in youth unemployment. Speaker, this one so it is closely linked with even this galamsey issue. Youth for
employment, there's some more promise 24-hour economy.
Thank you. And on him say
3-shift systems.
Yes. And yentina hot aqua. The 24-hour economy, the blueprint has been done. You will document on data. You go engagement. And I believe strongly say enchekra at least starting of next year, the 24-hour economy will be in full force. Speaker one also. You see, I believe say the 24-hour economy, one of the major panaceas to youth unemployment. See, to me, implementing year, because you didn't say, for example, in the simplest say, most advanced economies are. What I always say is human beings may sleep, but the economy does not sleep. And I believe say the idea behind the 24-hour economy, I pray say it should be implemented well. Now, I say youth at least some will get gainful employment and the economy will also become very much robust. Into a so. Into the mechanism, say, bano unemployment, so I will say the budget should be able to capture same. Because that make us say, with the issue of galamsey, in as much as, yes, I don't condone it, I don't encourage it, but the fact is that most of the youth who are engaged in galamsey, bebrena are engaged in the galamsey because they want a source of livelihood. Ope bibi obetimi aye enya sika ahwe ne yire ne mma ene ne ho so. And the fact is that I'm seeing a lot of hope in this budget because yasha ase menim say we can do more, but ohwe bibia far, for example CD dollar ratio na aban airborne homodin. And I also agree perfectly say inflation will be able to come down. Now I say nimpa e wo man no ye hu betimi atoye na basic items of life no yetumi ato na bibia tumi akosi ye e dia magana for.
Cancer Barima so na binti on this. I don't pass why you slow eh dear.
Mirror how
na ba mabu
mirror how you know
na ba mabu so
that are happening, it's not the best because I feel that you see, it takes all of us our efforts. But the bimusa award there, every effort that is being made, they will destroy it. You know, and when I was listening to you, especially on KG, like I come on or do my spirit because I'm like so there are people who intentionally sit down to craft idea obebo money for they like what dream there was share just to bring us down. You see, Omani is making a lot of money and it's going to individuals. And the poor continues to be poorer.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we are expecting the poor people, they won't want to tax and we go after them when they don't. Why? Mr. Speaker, police for Kwanwa will stop taxi drivers and truck drivers. The VAT Truma won't stop. And I'm you know, so at the end of the day, it is the poor who continues to be poorer. And one attack one, everything is on them. Anyway, I mean, my expectation in terms of budget or how the economy is being run, I'm in there. We should continue to still engage the ordinary Ghanaians. One more word for me. I think it's more important. Go to the market, go to Abosokai, the spare parts dealers, go to the people on the ground. They are the ones that we need to concentrate on. Because at the end of the day, what you want is that Omano, certain people are not benefiting at the expense of others.
Yeah.
Because I'm making, if these people are the ones who will benefit. It's only the rich. It's only the rich. It's only the rich. At the end of the day, then what happens? But those down there should be able to benefit from the resources of the state. Because when the BBL could see on, into me expect. I think the last time the finance minister engaged the market woman, but I realized that he engaged them probably after he has even done his budget. Yeah. Into me said there, our engagement in it should be way earlier, and I am expecting that we should see there. We are paying them, especially some of the contractors.
Selective payment.
You know, I mean, they will be paid. Mobile system, there are some other nyama men who they all call Kodoka and pay me tabi some of the assemblies. You know, I think 24-hour economy. They are meeting the regional coordinators, regional ministers, and then the DCs, MMCs. You know, Alisa Hotel in there. Just to ensure that they decentralize it. One thing I should applaud this government for, them decentralization system.
Okay.
At least, especially with the assemblies, if you're even listening to the local government, or parliament, in the assemblies, they are getting their common fund, and I'm hoping there. What's the one more guidelines. I don't know the guidelines. Sometimes
guidelines are to the almost physically.
Because sometimes it's kind of cool. But if you give too much guidelines from the topper, then it means there's still as to how they should do it. But I hope that all these things will help. I
remember for education. Now we are told that there will be a State of the Youth address by the minister in charge of youth development and empowerment. And Pablo said, the State of the Youth address. Nature grass.
You want to say, Speaker, they want to say,
yes,
union government.
Obuki
leadership
powerful papa.
They no pet any game changer for this country.
Very good book.
And the lawyer can we need to do governance from bottom up approach. They also say an up bottom. And Shabia Casroa a form for the end to mean benefit. But the Article 1 of our constitution stated clearly that the sovereignty of this country resides in the people. This is a government or you bear budget, you bear fine policies, you bear den. Nina your leadership architecture and the driver policies. With that sustainable bottom-up approach system of governance, I thought force make my ye be budget in the time in fear me and subscribe, sub you and wine high. Or qua obi babit mabi gregu. Because we don't have a system that leaders should work on. We need to create a system, national policy, a system. Every government will work on that system. Look, now Moka said this is a boy remain. In this book, I was an assembly member and I was empowered more because already had the last leg of our development
from the electoral area.
Yes. Omukra resources allocation. Yes, some more as a powers. I'll make me there. I'm maintaining more electoral areas. I'm bringing all the people together. Not government policies and programs. It's in us what church the echo. I'm saying now, see our system we are. What do you mean could be electoral area? Say, Okwakutu, Galam say, Wabra assembly member or a name term form pencil. My brother. System na you know you go fast for about any single digit inflation at a mess 3 years out transfer near a single digit happen so we no over between 8 and 9%. Yeah, you're at force and more day bang. Oka kwasi wotwe.
Aye.
Akwasi wotwe kwa budget there. Now can't chat cement the beton. Actually fuel the beton. Extra tomato the beton. Very detailed one.
That's a sad and say, Yana.
And I'm making very detailed one. If you are what your budget, no be a quarter TV, you are correct, a be a near my bois or back a country. I don't need every all. I don't mind to see so.
There's a more pretty free market economy. I buy any.
I was what to tell me free market economy. I was what to know finance minister Tambe.
Rollins Penso.
Exactly. What you say? Omane Konechi, Ghana is retrogressing. Obiaka se akwa anima is a lie. Because so one yama a Japadiana se free on sa. 95.1. Unyina so ne de hen. O papa wu aja ofie. O ba fie na free on sa. O se mbedi papa de medini ye. Where are our factories? Where is Ghana Airways? Where is 15 ships are near? Where is 600 factories? Near motor wa. I friend Thomas. Near your Firestone car cover. France for the Tofri and the conference. A question of the north a Citron. What I say? Near better buses were na a cost suburbs. I and a trotro public buses. Yes, you are not trotro and your popular. Every 92 but Abana ɛgya nneɛma bebree ɛne responsibility no ɔgye mu ɛna ɛfɛdi out from the system ɛti mi budget wɔn kɔ akɔyɛ hɛ wɔn bɛkɔ akɔka borɔfo akɛseɛ akyerɛ sɛ ɔso abɔfoɔ koraa bɛhyia abɛwura budget no but go to aboso kan now kɔ aboso kan sɛsi ɛ wokɔ obi adi nsa sum na no ɛna ɔtoɔ na wɔde yɛbɛdi Christmas ɛnneɛma obiara esu wɔ sika ho. This government is starving Ghanaians with their cedis. Our domestic currency, no, any abontre, you not come in a dollar here for no. Because if you don't have the cedis, how can you purchase dollar? Contractors, Obi, about the cap 5 years. We are not paying. But China ni a motor we are near success common. Obi we are near success common. Now you the dollar match China ni for no the krum. Now Ghana contractors, yes, your first come amnes cannot see this in the circulatory system. No, and but if I say, also a dear for dear on Toby. Sir, Oko can figure can say when you know now it doesn't have any impact on the people. It doesn't impact on the people. A bookish, a cartel, but the connection a impact on the people. It's not there. Abanwe, almost $1 nebo kofom. We agree. And it's 17 and not the crow. But the point is, and yama border switch na diejina. Why? Because the people doesn't have
Sifomba me na yamponko.
Oh, muta media na rewo. The point is, the people doesn't have confidence. Say, SAR system ya mama de yedmano is sustainable. Because previously, SAR in 1992, aya bedu eti the business fraternity no enim say enya sustainable. And no me free Kumase ba konongo e se me tokoko. Omu da be jeja kwa no. Me first cities man kokko etwetwam enketekete wo se ba ko 7 cities. Meanwhile, obi minimum wage kroma 1 cedi 90 pesos. Edu ko yedma the whole day nearma 1 cedi 90 pesos. E tokoko etwetwam mienu asem.
Okay.
And the scholar could be only 2% at the top notch. And then you go for me, money. It doesn't matter the budget, Amadebo. What matters is that there must be a paradigm shift of our governance architecture. And you man go here. I don't know what's our problem in Naba.
Okay.
Mami
na wase na mena nature na pia boy do I say citizen atodazi general secretary Edemba GCPP is a private legal practitioner akwasi ade odike
and so man won kwa mami raho and council what was say onia ni je o man mu na ho ke kapro de ka say na ho council